What if everything you thought you knew about life, success, and happiness was wrong? It's a bold statement, but stick with me, because what I'm about to share with you might just change the way you see the world and yourself. You see, most men go through life believing that their worth is measured by their achievements, that success will automatically bring them happiness, and that the best lessons in life only come with age and experience. But what if I told you that these beliefs are holding you back? What if I told you that the real keys to a fulfilling, successful life are hidden in places you've been conditioned to overlook? Imagine waking up tomorrow with a newfound sense of purpose, clarity, and joy, without waiting years to achieve it. Sounds impossible? It's not. In fact, the answers you're looking for are closer than you think. They're in the small, daily choices you make, in the curiosity you cultivate, and in the simple but powerful shift of perspective that I'm going to reveal to you. In the next few minutes, we're going to dive into some of the most important lessons men learn far too late in life. Lessons that, if understood now, could save you from years of frustration, regret, and missed opportunities. You'll discover why chasing success won't make you happy, how your daily habits define your destiny, and why the biggest answers are often hidden in plain sight. But here's the twist: these aren't just lessons, they're game changers. Apply them today, and you'll start to see results almost immediately. No more waiting for the perfect moment, no more living for tomorrow. The transformation begins now, with the knowledge that everything you need to become the man you've always wanted to be is already within your grasp. Curious? You should be. Because what you're about to learn has the potential to rewrite the story of your life. So, if you're ready to break free from outdated beliefs and step into a future where success, happiness, and fulfillment are not just possible, but inevitable, then keep watching. The journey starts here. Have you ever stopped to think that many of the most important lessons men learn come too late? It's a controversial idea, right? But what if I told you that the majority of men only start to realize these life-altering truths when the clock has already ticked past its prime? Imagine the regret, the missed opportunities, the what ifs that could have been avoided if they had only known sooner. Let's be honest, society hasn't exactly set men up for success in understanding life's deeper meanings early on. We're told to be strong, to provide, to conquer. But in chasing these ideals, how many crucial insights are missed? How many times do men learn the hard way, only to look back with the painful understanding that they were chasing the wrong things? This isn't just another lecture on what men should know. No, this is about the brutal reality that life doesn't come with an instruction manual. Men are often left to figure it out on their own, stumbling through pitfalls that could have been easily avoided if someone had just handed them the right map. But instead, they're thrown into a world where they're expected to navigate success, love, and personal fulfillment without ever being given the tools to do so. Take the concept of vulnerability, a word that, to many men, sounds like a weakness. They're taught to shield their emotions, to put on a brave face no matter what. But the truth? The true strength lies in the ability to be open, to connect deeply with others. Yet, by the time most men realize this, they've already built walls so high that tearing them down feels impossible. Or what about the idea of time? We hear it all the time: time is money. But the reality is far more profound. Time is your most precious asset, and once it's gone, you can never get it back. It's not until later in life that men often look back and see the countless hours wasted on things that never truly mattered. Imagine realizing too late that time with loved ones, personal growth, and true happiness was sacrificed on the altar of career or social status. These lessons, these life-altering truths, are what so many men learn too late. And it's not just their fault. It's a systemic issue, one that's woven into the very fabric of what it means to be a man in today's world. Men are handed expectations, not truths. They're given roles, not the freedom to define their own paths. But what if we could change that? What if we could shine a light on these truths now, before it's too late? What if we could break the cycle of regret and missed opportunities? The conversation we're about to have isn't just for the men who've already missed their shot, it's for those who still have time to change the course of their lives. The power of this message lies in its urgency. These are not lessons that can be put off until tomorrow. They're lessons that need to be learned now. Because if you wait, you'll find yourself looking back in 10, 20, or 30 years, wishing someone had told you sooner. The real controversy isn't that men learn these lessons too late, it's that they never had to in the first place. One of the most profound beliefs that a man can carry is this: your worth is not defined by what you do, but by who you are. It sounds simple, almost too simple. But it's a belief that, when truly embraced, has the power to transform a man's life in ways he never imagined. From a young age, men are conditioned to believe that their value is tied to their achievements. They're told that to be respected, to be successful, to be a real man, they must perform, produce, and provide. The world pushes them into a relentless pursuit of external validation, whether it's through their career, their financial status, or their physical strength. The message is clear: your worth is measured by what you accomplish. But what if that's not true? What if the belief that you are only as good as your last success is the very thing that's holding you back from living a fulfilled life? The truth is, this belief is a trap, one that many men don't escape until it's too late. Imagine living your entire life striving to meet the expectations of others, constantly chasing the next goal, the next promotion, the next big win. You might achieve these things, maybe even surpass them, but at what cost? Too many men wake up one day to realize that, in their pursuit of success, they've lost touch with who they truly are. They've become so focused on what they're doing that they've forgotten to ask themselves why they're doing it. Here's where the belief that your worth is intrinsic comes in. It's not about rejecting ambition or the desire to achieve. It's about grounding your sense of self in something deeper, something unshakable. When you believe that your value is tied to your very existence, your kindness, your integrity, your passion for life, then no setback, no failure, no external judgment can ever diminish your worth. This belief is more than just a comforting idea. It's a radical shift in how you approach life. When you truly internalize that you are enough, just as you are, everything changes. You no longer feel the constant pressure to prove yourself, to measure up to some ever-moving target of success. You're free to pursue your goals not out of fear of inadequacy, but out of a genuine desire to grow, to contribute, and to experience life fully. Think about it: how many times have you felt like you weren't good enough because you didn't achieve something you set out to do? How many times have you let that feeling of inadequacy eat away at your confidence, your happiness, your relationships? Now, imagine flipping that script. Imagine living your life from a place of self-assuredness, where your worth is a given, not something to be earned. This belief is a game changer, but it's not easy to adopt. It goes against everything society tells men about who they should be. But those who do embrace it often find themselves living with a newfound sense of freedom and joy. They're no longer burdened by the constant need to prove themselves, because they understand that their worth was never in question to begin with. The journey to adopting this belief starts with a simple, yet profound, shift in mindset: stop looking outside for validation and start looking within. Ask yourself, who am I when I strip away all the titles, all the roles, all the expectations? The answer to that question is where your true worth lies. This isn't just a belief, it's a truth that every man needs to internalize. Because once you believe that your worth is intrinsic, you stop living for others and start living for yourself. And that's when life truly begins. Success is not the key to happiness, happiness is the key to success. This might sound backwards, even counterintuitive. After all, aren't we taught that achieving success, whether it's in our careers, finances, or personal goals, is what brings us happiness? The idea is deeply ingrained in us: work hard, achieve your goals, and happiness will follow. But what if this formula is wrong? What if the pursuit of success, as we traditionally define it, is actually what's keeping us from true happiness? Consider this: how many successful men have you heard of, public figures, CEOs, celebrities, who seem to have everything, yet still struggle with a sense of emptiness, or worse, fall into despair? The stories are countless. They worked tirelessly, sacrificed their personal lives, and reached the pinnacle of their fields, only to find that the satisfaction they expected never came. It's as if they reached the top of the mountain, only to discover it was the wrong one all along. The counterintuitive truth is that happiness must come first. When you prioritize your well-being, your relationships, your sense of purpose, when you find joy in the journey rather than just the destination, everything else falls into place. Success, as it turns out, is a byproduct of a fulfilled and happy life, not the other way around. But here's the kicker: this isn't just some feel-good philosophy. It's backed by science. Research shows that happier people are more productive, more creative, and more resilient. They build better relationships, which leads to more opportunities and support networks. They're more likely to take risks and bounce back from failures, because they're not paralyzed by the fear of losing everything they've worked for. In short, happiness fuels success. Now, let's challenge the typical approach that men take towards their careers and personal goals. The traditional mindset is all about sacrifice, work hard now, so you can enjoy life later. But what if later never comes? Or worse, what if by the time you reach later, you've lost touch with the things that truly bring you joy? This isn't a call to abandon ambition or to settle for mediocrity. On the contrary, it's about redefining what success really means. It's about shifting the focus from the relentless pursuit of external achievements to nurturing internal contentment. When you prioritize happiness, you're not giving up on your dreams, you're giving them a solid foundation to stand on. Think about how you approach your daily life. Are you grinding away, postponing your happiness for some future date? Or are you finding moments of joy in the present, cultivating a mindset that energizes and inspires you? The latter is where true success lies, because it's sustainable. It's not dependent on external factors that can change in an instant, like a job, a title, or a bank balance. Instead, it's rooted in something much deeper and more enduring, your own well-being. So, how do you put this counterintuitive truth into practice? Start by flipping the script on your priorities. Instead of asking, "What do I need to achieve to be happy?" ask yourself, "What can I do today that brings me joy, that makes me feel fulfilled?" This might mean spending more time with loved ones, pursuing a passion project, or simply taking a break to enjoy the moment. By focusing on happiness first, you'll find that success comes naturally. You'll be more motivated, more creative, and more resilient. And perhaps most importantly, you'll be living a life that feels meaningful, rather than just ticking off boxes on someone else's checklist. This is the key: happiness is not the reward for success. It's the foundation upon which success is built. Embrace this truth, and you'll find that not only do you achieve more, but you enjoy the journey far more along the way. Imagine waking up tomorrow with a clear sense of purpose, a renewed energy, and an inner peace that you've never experienced before. Sounds too good to be true. What if I told you that this isn't just a distant dream, but something you can start experiencing almost immediately? The key lies in a simple but powerful shift, focusing on the small, meaningful actions that bring quick rewards, both emotionally and mentally. In a world that constantly pushes us to think long-term, to plan for the future, and to strive for goals that may take years to achieve, it's easy to overlook the power of quick wins. But these quick wins are not just about instant gratification, they're about building momentum. And momentum, when harnessed properly, can propel you to levels of success and fulfillment that you never thought possible. Here's the reality: the fastest way to transform your life is to focus on what you can change today. You don't need to overhaul your entire existence overnight. In fact, trying to do so often leads to burnout and frustration. Instead, concentrate on the small, manageable steps that yield immediate results. These quick rewards provide a sense of accomplishment and reinforce positive behaviors, making it easier to keep moving forward. Think about it: how often do we set lofty goals, only to feel overwhelmed by the distance between where we are and where we want to be? The truth is, big goals are important, but they're built on the foundation of smaller, more immediate successes. These are the victories that keep you motivated, that give you the confidence to tackle bigger challenges, and that create a positive feedback loop. Let's say, for instance, you want to get in better shape. Instead of focusing on losing a certain number of pounds or achieving a particular fitness level months down the line, start with something you can do today, like a 20-minute workout. The endorphin rush, the sense of accomplishment, and the immediate boost in energy will make you feel better right now. And that feeling encourages you to do it again tomorrow, and the day after that. Before you know it, those 20 minutes have turned into a regular habit, and you're well on your way to reaching your bigger goal. Or consider your career. If you're aiming for a promotion, it's easy to get lost in the big picture: how long it might take, the steps required, the potential obstacles. Instead, focus on what you can do today to move closer to that goal. Maybe it's volunteering for a new project, taking a course to improve a specific skill, or even just sending an email to a mentor for advice. Each of these actions brings a quick reward: you feel proactive, you gain new knowledge, and you establish stronger connections, all of which make the larger goal seem more attainable. The beauty of this approach is that it works in every aspect of life. Whether it's improving relationships, advancing in your career, or achieving personal growth, the principle remains the same: small, meaningful actions lead to quick rewards, which in turn create a ripple effect that can transform your entire life. But here's the catch: these quick rewards don't happen by accident. They require you to be intentional, to take control of your daily choices, and to focus on what really matters. It's about being mindful of how you spend your time and energy and making sure that your actions align with your goals. So, what can you do today that will give you a quick win? What small action can you take right now that will set the stage for bigger successes down the road? The answer is different for everyone, but the principle is universal. By focusing on the present, by taking action today, you start to see results immediately. And those results, however small, are the fuel that keeps you moving forward. Remember, the path to success isn't a straight line. It's a series of small steps, each one bringing you closer to where you want to be. And the quickest way to start that journey is by looking for the immediate rewards that are within your grasp today. What if I told you that the most important lessons in life are often hidden in plain sight, just waiting for you to discover them? There's a powerful curiosity that lies within each of us, a desire to understand the world and ourselves on a deeper level. But here's the twist, most of us go through life without ever tapping into this potential. The truth is, the answers to some of life's biggest questions are right in front of you, if only you knew where to look. Let's start with a question that might catch you off guard. What is it that you don't know about yourself? It's a curious thought, isn't it? We like to think we know ourselves pretty well, but the reality is that there are layers to our personality, our desires, and our motivations that we've never fully explored. These hidden aspects of ourselves often hold the key to unlocking our true potential. Think about your daily routines, your habits, the things you do almost automatically. Have you ever wondered why you do them? Or why certain things make you feel alive, while others drain you? These aren't just random quirks, they're clues. Clues that can lead you to a deeper understanding of who you are and what you're truly capable of. But you have to be curious enough to ask the right questions. One of the greatest sources of untapped knowledge comes from our experiences, especially the ones we overlook or take for granted. Every setback, every triumph, every moment of confusion or clarity is a piece of a larger puzzle. But here's the catch, you have to be willing to put the pieces together. You have to be curious enough to look beyond the surface and ask, what can I learn from this? Take failure, for example. Most people shy away from it, seeing it as something to be avoided at all costs. But what if you approached it differently? What if, instead of avoiding failure, you became curious about it? What if you asked yourself, what does this failure say about me? What can it teach me? Suddenly, failure transforms from something negative into a powerful tool for growth. The same applies to success. We often celebrate our wins without fully understanding them. But by asking deeper questions, what did I do differently this time? What strengths did I leverage? How can I replicate this success in other areas of my life? You start to uncover patterns and insights that can propel you even further. Curiosity isn't just about asking questions, it's about challenging assumptions. We all have beliefs and mindsets that shape how we see the world. But how often do we stop to question them? How often do we ask ourselves, is this belief really serving me? Or is it holding me back? The most successful and fulfilled people are those who never stop questioning, who never stop being curious about the world and their place in it. Here's something to ponder. What if the biggest answers in your life are just waiting for the right question? It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? That the clarity you've been searching for, the solutions to your biggest challenges, could be right there, just out of reach, simply because you haven't asked the right question yet. This isn't about being nosy or over-analytical. It's about fostering a sense of wonder and exploration in your own life. It's about recognizing that there's always more to learn, more to discover, more ways to grow. The more curious you are, the more doors you open, and the more possibilities you create for yourself. So, I challenge you, what are you curious about right now? What questions have you been afraid to ask? What parts of your life have you been taking for granted, assuming there's nothing new to learn? By reigniting your curiosity, you can uncover hidden truths, gain new perspectives, and unlock potentials that have been lying dormant within you. Life is full of mysteries, both big and small. And the most exciting part? You're the detective, with the power to uncover them. So go ahead, ask the questions, explore the unknown, and see where your curiosity takes you. The answers might just surprise you. As you stand at the crossroads of today and tomorrow, remember this: the life you want is built in the choices you make each day. It's not about waiting for the right moment, the perfect opportunity, or some distant future where everything magically falls into place. It's about taking control, here and now, and shaping your destiny through the actions, decisions, and habits you cultivate today. Each of the lessons we've explored is a piece of the puzzle, a step on the path to becoming the man you were meant to be. But here's the key: knowing these truths isn't enough. The real power lies in applying them, in turning knowledge into action. Because at the end of the day, it's not what you know, but what you do with what you know that will define your life. Imagine the man you could be, a man who understands his worth, who values happiness over external success, who seeks out the lessons hidden in every experience, and who builds his life on small, consistent habits. This man is within you, waiting to emerge. But he won't appear by accident. He'll emerge through the choices you make, the actions you take, and the mindset you cultivate every single day. Think back to the idea that happiness is the key to success. This isn't just about feeling good, it's about aligning your life with what truly matters. When you prioritize your well-being, when you invest in your relationships, when you pursue passions that ignite your soul, you create a foundation upon which success naturally follows. This is where true fulfillment lies, not in chasing external markers of success, but in living a life that is rich in meaning and purpose. And let's not forget the power of curiosity. Life is a journey of discovery, not just of the world around you, but of yourself. Stay curious. Keep asking questions. Challenge the beliefs and assumptions that no longer serve you. The more you explore, the more you'll uncover about what truly makes you tick, and the more equipped you'll be to craft a life that reflects your deepest values and desires. The man you want to be is not a distant dream. He's a reflection of the choices you make today, the habits you form, and the mindset you choose to adopt. This journey is yours to take, and the time to start is now. Because every moment you delay is a moment of potential unrealized, a day lost to what could have been. But if you take action now, if you start making small, meaningful changes today, you'll begin to see the results almost immediately. You'll feel the quick rewards that come from focusing on the present, from taking those small steps that lead to bigger successes. And with each step, you'll build momentum, confidence, and clarity, moving ever closer to the life you truly desire. So, here's the challenge: don't wait. Don't wait for tomorrow, next week, or next year. Start today. Take what you've learned and apply it. Make one small change, just one, and see where it takes you. Because the man you want to be isn't waiting for the right moment. He's built in the actions you take today. Your life is yours to shape. Every day is an opportunity to grow, to improve, to become the man you were meant to be. And it all starts with the choices you make right now. The path is before you, the journey is yours, and the time to begin is now. Go forth with purpose, with curiosity, and with the knowledge that you have the power to create the life you've always wanted. Because the future belongs to those who are willing to take the first step today.